997 out of every 1,000 inventions loses money. Folks, those are not good odds. Now, how do I arrive at that figure? Did I just pull that out of the air? No, actually, venture capitalists tell me that for every one invention that they decide to back, they have listened to about 100 pitches for various inventions. So that's 1 out of 100 that they'll even consider. And they tell me when they have a stable of 10 such projects that they are backing, they expect about 3 of them to actually succeed. So that brings it to 997 out of every 1,000 inventions will never succeed. But those 3 that do succeed, they expect a 1,000% return on investment. And they get it. How do they get it? By buying those companies at 10 cents on the dollar of what they're eventually going to be worth once they start producing revenue. And what happens if the average happens? If 3 companies succeed and each of those 3 companies gets a 1,000% return on investment and the other 7 fall over and vanish? Well, the investors have tripled their money. Investors, average intelligence, ordinary investors, get rich, while inventors have a 99.7% chance of going 100% broke. Why do investors get rich while supposedly genius-created inventors go broke? Is it because, as the populists and the socialists say, oh, investors are bastards and they take advantage of people? No, that's nonsense, ridiculous. It's only because of this. Investors understand simple Year 5 arithmetic, and they apply it. Well, that is back in the time when they used to teach maths in Year 5. I don't know about it anymore. But it's something anyone can learn, any inventor and any ordinary business person can learn this too. Now let's go back to those 10 businesses that have been selected, that the investors believe have a roughly 3 in 10 chance of succeeding. Get your calculators out. Now the iPhone has an excellent calculator built onto it. And work out what are the odds of all 10 of those businesses going bust. They have 7 chances out of 10, each one of them, of going bankrupt. What are the chances of all 10 of them going bust? Work that out by multiplying 0.7 by 0.7 by 0.7 10 times. And it turns out that the chances of all 10 of them going bankrupt together are 2.8%. 28 times out of 1,000. 2.8%. Now, what does the investor need in order to at least break even? If even one of those businesses succeeded with a 1,000% return on investment, that would make up for the other 9 that fail, wouldn't it? And he would at least break even, he would get his money back. So, what are the chances of him at least breaking even? Well, it's the opposite of all 10 of them going broke. So, 1 or more of them succeeded would be if not all 10 of them went broke. And so, if the chances of all 10 going broke are 2.8%, the chances of at least one of them succeeding is 97.2%. The investor has a 97.2% chance of succeeding. The inventor has a 99.7% chance of losing his shirt, while the investor has a 97.2% chance of at least keeping his, and then some. Very interesting fact to keep in mind. Now, what if the investor wants to actually make money? What does he have to do? What would his return be if 2 of those companies succeeded with a 1,000% return on investment, and the other 8 fell over? Well, he would double his money. So what are the chances of him exactly doubling his money? Well, the chances of 2 out of those 10 businesses succeeding and the other 8 failing is about 0.5%. But there are 45 ways that that could happen. It could be the first and the second one that succeed. It could be the first and the third. It could be the first and the fourth, or the first and the fifth. Or it could be the second and the third, and the second and the fourth, and the second, and so on. There are 45 different ways ways of that happening. So 45 times half a percent, it turns out that it's 23% chance of getting exactly 2 successes out of that stable of 10 businesses. Simple arithmetic. Now the chances of getting exactly 3 successes turn out to be 26.6%. Now if you add up all of the percentages for getting 2, getting 3, getting 4, and so on, either 2 or either 3, either 4, and so on, you add up all those percentages, and the odds of getting 2 or more businesses succeeding, that is of at least doubling your money as an investor, are 85%. And the odds of tripling your money, 62%. Now who would like to play that game more than once? How about as many times as possible? That is why there is always money available for good inventions. There is always money, you can always get financing if you have a good invention. Now, 99.7% of inventors go broke, while 97% of investors get rich. What can an inventor do to get in the other column? And what can an ordinary business person do to get in that other column? Give up your job and become an investor? Well, yes, no. Or you can simply start thinking like an investor a little bit in more ways. There are 3 things that you can do. Number 1, evaluate your new ideas, the way an investor would evaluate your idea. Think like an investor and evaluate your idea for its commercial potential, its return on investment. Be super selective. An investor is really selective. He picks only 1 out of 100 that he sees to back. He picks businesses that he thinks will have at least a 3 in 10 chance of succeeding. Be super selective. Don't pursue an idea just because it's your idea. Be selective about it. Be ruthless in your evaluation. The second thing you can do, share the risk. If other people think an idea is a good idea, it's more likely to be for real than to be delusional. Share the risk with others. The third thing you can do, diversify. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify. If you and your partners invest in your top 10 ideas between you, I give you pretty good odds that you're going to make money and you're going to succeed. Any invention, in order to be a great invention, must also be a great investment in order